Hello audience, how are we doing today? It's me, Brackus Finicus from the Underground.
Hi guys!
That's Alec. We just did a deck profile for him. You guys probably looked at that already. Kind of stellars, they're kind of good. So we have Aaron Roger here, one of my favorite judges of all time, with his amazing Hieratic deck profile. And let me tell you, when this thing's amazing, it's amazing.
We were trying to get this deck profile for months because Aaron's really good with this deck and it's
Really?
a good build.
We're going to post a few of his feature matches from Twitch TV below.
But some of them are really bad.
The good ones and the bad ones, because we have to show
No,
the
one I
goods and
misplayed
bads.
really badly.
I don't care, Aaron.
Okay.
Anyways, let's get this on like Donkey Kong right now. Love you, audience. Platonically, of course, because anything else would be weird. And let's get this show on the road. Hold up, Aaron. Not yet. Tell us about your deck real fast.
Alright, this Heretics, if you kind of don't know what they do, you spam rank 6s, one of them brings out another monster so you can keep on doing it, and then it's basically one turn kill. Your least favorite cards are somewhat Gore's Tragodia, but especially Swift Scarecrow and Threatening Roar. Wabaku was actually used today on me as well. That's great.
Who would do that? Oh wait, no, I wasn't
But
playing my
I guess I can talk about my matches.
Alright, well, we're going to go to deck viewing now, if that's alright with you.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't want to ramble on. People hate that, trust me. I get yelled at it all the time.
You're the expert. This is my first time I
Yeah, it's all good.
Anyway.
Just go ahead and say the masters for us.
This part's really boring. There's 3 Tefnuits.
You know what
It's
that
Cyber
one
Dragon, and also all these heretics when they're tributed, either when it can activate in the graveyard or a banish zone, just when it's tributed. You can special summon a heretic normal monster from your deck.
We know what it does!
That's that.
Go!
List them off, dude.
And this is that's your Cyber Dragon. This is your normal summon without a tribute. You go off of either of these. If you have Tragodia on field, this will definitely be how you go off.
Got
It's yourself the level of a normal, also.
That too. That is help.
Pop spells and
3
dragons.
Sue.
Pop monsters.
That's you kind of hate this guy, especially when you like open with only this. You'll tribute for this. You only get 1 normal, and then you have a 5 and 6 on the field. You don't know what to do with them. You kind of hate this guy, but you obviously
Aaron,
have to run it.
come
Someone
on.
doesn't play Curse of Dragon.
Don't ramble. Don't ramble.
And
We
there's
got
2
this.
less dragon number.
Why'd
2
you choose these vanillas? Why no White-tailed Dragon or Curse of Dragon?
Because these. You can.
Why different rarities?
I like different rarity.
I get it, because one of them's Luster Dragon, one of them's... Okay.
I like different rarity. I'm a different rarity whore.
I'm an idiot.
Can't prohibition it.
Like,
can't
why
pro-
are they different? Oh, they're different cards.
I want Tefnuit to come in a different rarity so I can have 3 different rarities. This you can pitch a wind. By the way, it's my 3rd wind. To wind monster to add a dragon.
That's a really cool... Do all Heretics main deck that, or just most of them?
You can take the Maxi Challenge through Battle Fader with it.
Yeah, I kind of don't like this, to be honest. I want to side it in sometimes, but there's actually not much space in the side deck, and it's just useful enough, which is good. And it's a win, that's good enough. And it's also 1900. Sometimes I just normal summon pass. One time I normal summon pass, econned it, and then was able to go for game.
Sounds good. Let's keep this dog rolling.
And also free summon.
Aaron,
so
trying to rush.
every build should run
Wait,
one.
why'd you say no Curse of Dragon? Curse of Dragon is my favorite card in the game. You have to explain why you don't run it.
We have better exceeds now, way back. Curse of Dragon's good for like Volk, and you're like, wow, I can't destroy a monster. Volk's good, but now not. And onto the hand traps, 2 max C.
Why different rarities?
I like different rarities.
You already explained this. Go, go, go.
Into 2 tracks. Part of me only wants to play 1 since I'm usually the only person who OTKs.
Why the same rarities?
1's damage.
Oh.
I to be honest, I don't have a good answer for that.
Right.
I'll give you that. 1 Valor, because I do not like Effect Failure, to be honest, but it can help me sometimes.
I second that option.
I've seen 0 and 3, I just like 1. 1 Darkest Metal, it's extremely standard. 2 cars, I would play 3, but they're expensive, but not anymore!
Reprint.
Not anymore!
Reprint. But I want to get at least unlimited or a different rarity because I actually can tell these 2 parties that they got.
Guys, a moment of silence for Card D.
I love the D!
We want the D.
Yes.
Carry on.
1 Birdman. People are like, why not 3? You only need 1 to OTK, and guess what? I've OTK without it, so why do I need more than 1?
Sounds about right.
And like people don't realize that. Actually, I've met 1 person who did 1. I was completely shocked because I could not find anyone else. And yeah, it's most commonly used with Darkest Metal, Bounce Darkest Metal, but now you also have M7 for that. And then we go to the spells. The Search for Heretics. This is actually better than Rhoda and Sam's or anything else. This is best searcher. You'll want one of all 4 different heretics at any given point. 2 dualities. You dig for your answers for stuff, and card.
And hookers, because when you kill one, you gotta bury it somewhere.
2 MST. I don't like.
You dig holes for this, right?
I don't like. I don't like 3 because of the format. I can side other answers.
Digging holes to bury the dead.
Just keep going even
Yeah,
though I was talking.
okay. 1 Night Beam. You're like, why Tempest? This hits like breakthrough skill.
It was amazing. I've
I-
seen him use it today, and it was phenomenal.
I use it on when Trigodia's on the field. This is Trigodia. When Trigodia's in the field, they have a set breakthrough skill. You can use it, hit a breakthrough skill, or you can hit Abyss Sphere. It's just
I've seen him win games with that today.
it seems more consistent to have 1 and 2. Maybe I'm wrong. Heavy standard that ends the spell trap destruction. Reborn standard. Some actually don't play Dark Hole, and I understand why. You often need to to get off, but it's sometimes an out. For example, against Hong Li, he was playing Elemental Dragons. He tribute summoned for Vanity's Feed. Now I already had Dark Hole in hand, and I poked for game. I kept on poking. It was really awkward because I had Imperial Iron Wall, and I just used Esset poke for 1,000 into that. So, but often. For card cardy, I often need to set something for hand size. This is one of the first things I usually set. So it's really weird setting Dark Hole. Book of Moon. This allows you to bypass Valor sometimes, so that's fairly good. Get rid of something, especially something like a Zen Mains, and then destroy it with a card effect, so you don't have to deal with Zen Mains. This personal tech, I love it. It is miscut, I love it. It is enemy controller. This has won me a few games and has also made me not lose games. I've taken control of Draco Sacks with it before. I've taken control of their single monster on the field, so I just have enough damage for game if I do not have much Heretic fuel. I've just gotten rid of problems, and you can chain it to Effect Failure and make your effect resolve. Because I love it. I survived against Mermaids. I survived against something else. I don't remember. And then 2 traps. Breakthrough skill. I know everyone's talking about it.
Got reprinted, and now my first LLCs are
talking.
worthless.
Actually, I got these. I got these really cheap, so
Yeah, I
I'm
got
kinda
mine
happy.
for like $10.
Yeah, $10 a piece. But here's the thing: people don't always realize about breakthrough skill. They see some deck lists, they understand. This is good in decks where you do not want to run many traps and your decks are aggressive. You set it, you can hit something, they can MST it as long as you don't die. You don't care. Then you banish it to negate something like a Ryo, and then you just go for crazy. When people play it in Fire Fist, they are doing it wrong. And that's why I picked these up, and then these shot up because EU Dragons are really good. And that's an acceptable reason why they've got a good price. Now, if it was because of something like Fire Fist, I would kill everything.
Anything that needs to turn off an Ophion. For me, that's what I use it for. Turn off an Ophion.
And now we go in the extra deck. 3 times, it's necessary, believe it or not. I've seen some people run 2. I've usually used 3. Sometimes I've had 2 Atoms and a Charger. I mean, Volk. So that's just it.
Piercing damage on.
2 M7s. This gets rid of problems. Another reason why I don't need Curse of Dragon. I balanced the Gotchi so I can make it the top 4. Oh yeah, I didn't mention why I made top 4. It took over 1.5 years since my last top with Heroes. Oh my god, I broke the curse. Anyway, this bounce stuff, you can also bounce your own stuff back. I've bounced Darkness Metal back to my hand. I even tried to get Max C back to my hand, and I was Effect Failure twice. That's how much she did not want me to have Max C back. Wow. I never really summon a second one. I just like dual terminals, so I just got 2 dual terminal. I'm usually not Rarity Whore, but my extra deck just seems perfect, so I was like, why not? Gauntlet Launcher. This is a 2-for-1. You can overlay it with Charger if you need your finishing kill, because often you have Darkness Metal and 2 Chargers. That's 28, 26, 26 clean kill. Sometimes you need 200 more after this, but 2-for-1 is very good, if they especially have a bigger field. Bouncer, it's for some defense. It has an okay attack too. It's worth running. Pallades, you should be running this. It says 2 lights. There are lights. That's that S-set. There's also a specific OTK you can do where you bounce your Darkest Metal back and you just do enough damage per game. I remember last week I did that OTK twice against the same person. That is good. Volk, I used this to win my feature match. It isn't even OTK. I had a Trag on the field. I normally summon S-set.
Was that your feature?
Yeah, that was my feature. I top decked my S-set to win when he had a Gorilla and I was almost dead.
Yeah,
That was close match. Let's see what else. Gustav Max. You can overlay Darkness Metal on the track. That's basically it. You may want to cut it, but especially if your trag is Breakthrough Skill or not Veiler, but oh yeah, guys, Veiler. That's a really bad time to Veiler. Anyway, and you can overlay with it. Since M7 and Pleiades came out, you don't need to make it as often because Darkness Metal as a material isn't as good as Darkness Metal on the field at full attack now because you bounce it back to hand. But I have used it sometime, and it's especially good. I've actually done where if I have a Monster Reborn in my hand, I'd make it, detach Darkness Metal, then reborn Darkness Metal. That's game. Let's see. One Scrap Dragon, staple with the Birdman. Crimson Flare, I don't seem to make it very much. I tried Stardust, it didn't help either. I know when the Blue Eyes Structure deck comes out, there is a level 9 that takes a level 6 normals, and that's with Birdman. Also, they wouldn't be able to target it afterwards, so it can stop stuff like Veiler. So that's a clean kill. So that would be replaced by this afterwards. It is a good card. I'm not sure if the Blue Eyes deck is good, but I like it.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Blue Eyes.
Chinkabairu works the way they need it to, it's going to be invincible.
And this is the side deck.
Good word.
This is called Ophion. I hate Ophion. You can also side. I side one against Dragon Rulers. I didn't take control of Dracosac today, but I could have. Oh no, I took control of a Dracosac against Mermails, and then I used its effect. It was really nice. This is against Prophecy mostly. I can also hit like a deck that runs Warriors. I take control of Jowgen and I can tribute summon it away. These are basically my outs to stuff that don't allow special summoning. Most outs. So take control, I can tribute summon. Some decks will have to use Eradicator or some other thing because they can't do anything with an Ophion or Jowgen on their field. But thank God you can actually tribute summon this deck. One extra maxi. I almost feel like cutting because I don't have space to side it, or I'm siding wrong. I'll have to redo my siding algorithm. That makes me sound smart. It's kind of good, but I kind of don't have space. When it is good, it's better against the Dragon Ruler Lad build because you can wear down Lad and special. It says when you summon they summon 3 times, you can special this from your hand, so it doesn't have to be like Trag, you don't have to take the damage yet. They can't Big Eye it, or they can't Dracosac, and you can't run it over except with Red Dragon Archfiend, but this just haven't been like a complete duel stopper yet, so... yeah. 2D Fissures, because guess what? You don't need the graveyard the entire time. The Heretics work when they're tributed, and materials go to the graveyard, so when you go for a Tum, you're like, effect detach, you detach this is in the graveyard. When you have another tributing effect, you can bring it back. It won me against Mermails. Well, actually, no, he had to Heavy Storm it, so it didn't win me. But he had to Heavy Storm, so that's funny. Let's see what's next. Oh, wait. My favorite card. I love this card. I almost want to mate it because I side it so often. I'm looking for a TP Ultra. I have every rarity except that. I love it. It's my favorite trap. It beats every other favorite trap. I almost want one for 30 too. One is TP and the other DB. I don't care if DB is not as good. I'll run all three regardless.
I have one.
I love it. You side against almost everything. Everything that can run traps. I was able to actually negate Threatening Roar. That's a game ender. And 3 Mind Drain. This is how you stop Maxi, Effect Veiler, Gores, Trag. You just don't want to main deck it. But you also have a clean side out because you can side out Birdman and a few other things. So this is good. And then Pure Iron Wall. These two, I was able to beat Dragon Rulers today. Any combos you want to get me through, or did I take too long?
Not really.
I took too long.
What?
So pick his favorite.
Pick a favorite. Pick a favorite real fast.
Pick a favorite?
A short one, not one of your stupid 5-minute ones.
They're all 5 minutes.
They're all 5 minutes.
Gosh
But
darn
yeah,
it.
but when he speeds,
No, again, actually, when I speed through it, it's easier.
Well, speed through it then.
Okay.
Yeah, we got 14 minutes. We'll get it.
I'll just use proxies. They'll make it easier.
Alright.
See, I know how to do it. Usually you special Tefnu it, tribute Pursue, effective Pursue, destroy spell trap. So you destroyed one thing, and then you got your 2 normals out. I like how we're doing this. Then you use a Tums effect.
2 normals, here you go. Here's your 2 normals.
Thank you. And then use the Tums effect, you get another Sue out.
Another Sue.
And then Sue's effect to tribute the first Sue, and then you can special summon Luster off of it. So you just destroy a spell trap for free, overlay again, you can go into another Tomb. A Tomb effect. You get something like a Darkness Metal.
There you go.
I guess I could do Burman, but probably my favorite actually is to do this, and then my personal favorite is you econ the Darkness Metal, you take control of their monster, and then you know you have game at that point. That's pretty fun. There is one where you use there's an extremely standard OTK where if they have no back row to stop you and one monster. That one takes, I'll say extremely shortly. That basically Pallades, Darkness Metal, Esset, Netvet. You actually want Netvet in your hand for once with that. Otherwise you don't want that. And you actually don't need Sue for that. So I cut it off like a heavy storm. That's pretty
I saw you today in the feature matches, and you were phenomenal in those. We have those posted below. Any final comments, Aaron, about the deck?
As I say, the format works on getting a lot of pluses, and this format's kind of, thank God I don't play very competitively, but my strategy is you can't play tier 1. You just bum rush them. You just get them in one turn. That's all you need. You only need one turn.
I enjoyed that saying you had earlier. If you can't play tier 1, just OTK them.
Yes.
Alright, guys. We're gonna hop out now.
You kind of won't make friends that way, though.
Yeah, you won't make friends that way. I love you, audience.
I have
just
fun
kidding.
decks for them, though.
Just kidding, audience. That'd be weird. Platonically, I love you, though, because we're friends, right? Alright, adios,
I love
audience.
the D!
He loves the D. Goodbye, audience. We're gonna have everything posted hopefully soon. Do subscribe.